Welcome to PUBG.
Be an FPP. And we have quite a few. Gaming. 10 is Echo Squad. 11 inFamouZ South Africa. In slot 13 we have L Drake. So as you can see, we already have quite a few teams already jumping out. Violent Souls making their way down to the military base. The Real Deal going to the crates. Still Alive also still making their way around there on the military island. Fear the Toxic making their way around about Malta area. Then we have Hunters going for Malta itself. Gun also dropping at Little Malta there. As well as Raise. Black Blood Gaming just off in the distance, as you can see. So you got 3 squads at the moment. Guard. You got Chris Gaming as well. GG to Bravado Gaming for that. They are now on their 2 kills. Now if we jump up again to Yasnaya. So it seems like Raze is on 3 players. Yes, just the 3, Supreme, Bait and Sidon. Then on the Black Blood we have Antho, Lisa, So and Lyros. You can see some shots across here. Antho getting some damage in there. You've got Gun also making a few kills, or a few knocks. Let's jump up to them, see what's happening. So we're here with Fear the Toxic. Jinx knocking out Miss Ellie. So we have Prada. Jinx now pushing up. And Jinx. Now let's see what they can do. Oh, there we go. Fear the Toxic's been taken out by Gun. GG, well played. Gun still on their 3, well, Gun down to 3 players. No, still 4, sorry. So it's Marnus, Pyro, Jinx and C-Mind. So GG for that, well played. Now let's move up again. You can see Raze in the kill feed there making a few knocks. We got them just in this building over here. BTR have 1 player knocked. Middle between Black. So Black Blood also now moving out. Okay, so Black Blood's now making a run for it, heading off into the distance there, as you can see. We still have Raze moving around slowly, trying to spot the other teams. No one in sight at the moment. So both the other teams now making their way out of the area, probably heading towards the zone. So we got 6 feet under there in Primorsk, still alive, making their way past Ferry Pier. Bravado Gaming in the shooting range. We have inFamouZ EU in Lipovka, as you can see there. We're just waiting for the teams to start making their way towards zone. You can see a big concentration of teams on the side here. As they all start moving up, we're going to have some good action taking place. Military Island is almost empty, still have the Violent Souls on there. Oh, we might have something over here, let's see. So we have inFamouZ and Hunter over here. Oh no, sorry, inFamouZ is off in the distance there. Hunter all alone. We had Bad Blood. Was it Bad Blood? No. Who was here then? Oh, everyone making their way up. Jump up to BTR over here and see what's happening. Some good action just up ahead here with the Rays and inFamouZ. We can see BTR now also pushing up towards them. So BTR now engaging with inFamouZ. Rays, we only have bait left that hasn't been knocked yet. There we go. Sidon got rezzed. Now it is up to. Now it's just got Supreme left for Rays. BTR now also pushing up. inFamouZ fairly spread out. We've got Katsu off in the distance there. Oh, Black taking a few hits there. inFamouZ returning fire to BTR. We go Rays knocking Black there. T-Lips also getting knocked. Okay, so inFamouZ now down to 3 players. So we have 3v3v3. Sidon getting knocked. Taken out by Patex. Good Katsu firing away there. And let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, inFamouZ getting raised up. Low on health though. Rex taking a bit of damage. inFamouZ Black dying to the zone. Oh, sorry, got knocked there by the zone. Coming under lots of fire there, getting knocked. Now Katsu is the last one still remaining for inFamouZ. Katsu pushing to the water.
हेलो हेलो कोई और पे है एनी इंडिया
Alright, so we got BTR now scoping out the area there. But as you could see, Katsu moved off into the distance.
अबे तुम लोग बहुत बड़े चूतिया हो पता है एपीपी खेल ही नहीं
So
दिन भर
T-Lips
थोड़ी
is about
रेंगल
to
में
come
टीपी
to
पे
the
मजाक
zone.
मराना है
There we go.
अबे
So we
मार दो
have
तो
Rays making their way in.
मुझे भी नहीं समझ में मेरे को लगा
Let's
तू
jump
बैठा हुआ है
into the animals over here. We got animals.
मेरे साथ अमन होता ना तो और मजा आता मुझे होता तो वॉल्यूम और होती
So that is the end of El Drago. They have been taken out. GG to animals. Well played.
हेलो 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 हेलो
So we got
1 2
Bravado
3 1
Gaming
2
up
3
there in Georgia
हेलो
Pole.
हेलो
6 feet under. Really close to the infamous South Africa team just up ahead there.
कुछ भी कहो भाई नूबड़े थे बे वो
Got
लोग भी
still alive
नूबड़े थे
running
पता है
around.
अबे अंकित नूबड़े थे पता है दरवाजा पिंग एक
We
तो
have
पिंग हाई थी
Violent Soul also
दरवाजा
making their
ऑटोमेटिक
way
खुलता नहीं
around.
फास्ट मैं एक सामने से वो बंदा नहीं मार पाया पता है फिर मैं आगे
Seems
भाग
like
के
we
गया
have some of the
तब वो
players that died
जब मैं
now
दरवाजे के
on
अंदर
the
घुसने
whole
लगा घुस
chat.
भी नहीं पाया था तब वो मारी मेरे को
So apologies for that.
मैं तो
Right,
कह रहा
now
हूँ तुम
let's
लोग
move
अपार्टमेंट
up
में
and
रश कर
see
सकते हो अच्छे खासे
where else
किल भी
we've
मिल
got
जाए
people. So Katsu
मैं
now
बताऊँ
in the
फिर पता है कौन
compound
सा
up
घर पे
at the north there.
ये जॉर्जो पुल के बगल ब्रिज के
We
बगल में
got
जो वो
Rays
है
making
यहाँ
their
पे
way
तुम लोग
down.
चले जाओ वहाँ सही है
You can see Infamous now firing away at 6 feet under, off
अबे
in the
जो यहाँ
distance.
पर जॉर्जो पुल के जहाँ एक तो स्नाइपर टावर के बगल में 4 घर है वहाँ चले जाओ देख मैं मार करता हूँ देख यहाँ पर देख
So
यहाँ
6
पर
feet under now,
देख यहाँ
smoking it
पर
up as
मेरे
you can see.
मार देख
So we've got Anthrax on this side. We got Paul G.
वहाँ ज्यादा
Insidious
घर भी है आराम से तुम लोग लूट भी मिल जाएगी
and
तुम लोग को
Ohms.
पर देखते हैं ना नारायण रास्ते में कोई ना
So
निपटा
6
दे
feet under now, getting to the back side of this building. Trying to get away. As you can see there, Chris making a run for it. So Infamous just on the edge of the zone, blowing up the vehicle.
अबे मरोगे मादर चोदो तुम
Can see the shots flying. Got some Uzi action as well.
अबे जोन भी तुम ही लोग पे बना अब क्या करोगे अब सब लोग जोन में भागेंगे
Oh, Paul G taking damage.
स्क्वाड हाउस
Anthrax firing away. Batman getting hit.
एफपीपी में 0 की केडी है
So Chris now also getting hit, as you can see. Right, now let's move up to zone and see what's happening. In
ऊपर जाके कहीं
Pachinki we
पेड़
have
के पीछे टिपे लेके
gun.
वसूल लेके आ रहा हूँ फिर तो पेले जाओगे
as well as the Black Blood gaming team.
स्कूल वाले बंदे आएंगे भाई स्कूल वाले यही ब्रिज से आएंगे बंदे गिरा दे
Got Lisa up on the roof here knocking out
स्कूल वाले
Jinx.
इधर ही से तो आएंगे जोन में चूतिए अच्छा कैमरा तो ने उसने कर रखा
We
था
got the Echo Squad also making a few knocks there, knocking the animals. Okay, so we got Jinx knocked.
वापस स्क्वाड हाउस में जाके बैठ
So we got Lisa now pushing up.
रेंडर हुआ अभी अबे सही बता रहा हूँ रेंडर हुआ मेरा
Oh, Lisa just escaping there, very little health. Making it into that trench just in time. Getting some health in there.
अबे 45
So Animal's making a few, you can see the headshot knock there. Oh, nice grenade there from Jinx. That was a really good one. Wow. GG.
मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा तुम लोग पहले जाने वाले हो
So Team Echo getting taken out there by the Animals. Six feet under also coming under quite some fire there from the real deal. inFamouZ now running into Bravado Gaming, as you can see in the kill feed.
अबे सबके साथ साथ 8-8 की केडी है मदरचोद 100 राउंड में वो भी
So Black Blood now down to 3 players. So gun is now outside of the zone. They need to make it into zone. Black Blood Gaming holding on to the zone, as you can see. Now we also have quite a few other teams still outside of the zone. Bravado Gaming up there with
zone में जा रहे
inFamouZ.
वो लोग साले
Lyros getting some damage. Bait knocking himself out. That's always fun. So you got Black Blood Gaming now making their way, making sure they're in the zone, good and well. Let's jump up to Rozok.
कोई ऑल पे नहीं आया बे मरने के बाद
Got Violent Souls and inFamouZ South Africa
चीखे नहीं
engaging
आ
up
रही
ahead.
किसी अपने ही लोग हैं खाली जो चीख रहे हैं बोल ही
So
रहा हूँ ऑल पे
inFamouZ
ही है
seems to
माइक
be down to 2 players.
पीछे से
It's Anthrax and Paul G.
अभी नहीं आगे तू ऊपर जा
You got Violent Souls now pushing up on them.
ऊपर ऊपर अमन अमन ऊपर और पीछे जा जल्दी जा इसी पत्थर पे जा अबे पीछे जा पत्थर पे जा पत्थर पे
The real deal now engaging with BS. Got the hunters also coming under fire there. You can see Ank getting knocked. Taken out. Now
अरे
it is up to
बंदा
Haman.
स्प्रे दे रही है.
To Aman, sorry. We got a drop off in the distance as well.
स्प्रे देख.
So you got BTR getting taken out there by animals. So Hunter is nearly off the map. There we go. That is the end of Hunters. Now we still have inFamouZ Severe and Violent Souls. We got Ray's Bait getting knocked and taken out by the zone there. Supreme also getting taken out. inFamouZ. Paul G gets knocked. We still have Anthrax left. Got 2 VS players moving up and 2 holding back. Out comes the smokes. We are down to 9 teams, 28 players still alive. So gun has also been taken out from what I can see. No, sorry, apologies, they haven't. They've been busy taking out the let's just jump up here into Pachinki. So we have C mine still up and going. The rest of the team has been knocked. One player down. It's up to C mine. Ah, there we go. Gun has been taken out. Well played by Black Blood. Now we have Still Alive making their way towards zone as well. We have Violent Souls still on the edge here as well with animals. So animals down to 2 players. We got a Hazy H and Loot Queen. Off goes the Reds. Hazy H gets knocked and taken out. That is the end of animals. GG to VS. Well played. And you still have inFamouZ on the distance. The Real Deal now firing away at Mr. Raji there. Still alive, as you can see off in the distance though. We've got all 4 teams just here. inFamouZ, Violent Souls, The Real Deal, and Still Alive. Got Hanu now knocking out Chills there. VS at the moment the only team in the zone. inFamouZ pushing up slowly. Still Alive at the loot drop. Still Alive now engaging with The Real Deal. One player knocked. Spear is still alive. Still up and running. See the smokes now coming out. So Still Alive, lost 1 player. Machiavelli getting raised now. So The Real Deal getting in their vehicle, about to move up. So you got inFamouZ there knocking out Hanu from Violent Souls. We've got Paul G over here, just inside zone. Hanu gets taken out. The Real Deal now pushing up on Violent Souls. All 4 teams in the zone, 11 players still alive. So inFamouZ pretty much in the zone, Paul G moving up ever so slightly. Still alive off in the distance there. We got VS spreading out. Paul still alive. Machiavelli getting taken out. One player left. You can see inFamouZ now engaging. There we go, that is the end of Still Alive. They have all been taken out. GG to the Real Deal. Now you got VS now flanking around them at the back here. Mr. Raji moving up. Dragon and Hill as well. Oh, Mr. Raji gets knocked. Dragon knocking out Mamula. Blue zone moving in. Dragon killing Mamula. Ooh, that is the end of VS. The Real Deal taking them out. Now it is down to inFamouZ and the Real Deal. So we've got Anthrax and Paul G. Anthrax knocked. Paul G now retaliating. There we go. That is the end. GG to inFamouZ. Well, oh no, sorry, they got killed. Wow, apologies. The Real Deal taking the win. inFamouZ coming in close second there. Paul G with 1 kill. The Real Deal with 17 kills between them. That is impressive. So that is the end of the first game. Second game to start in a few minutes time. So we will be having 3 rounds today. This was the first. So there we have the standings. First place to the Real Deal. Second going to inFamouZ. Third Violent Souls coming in with their 7 kills. Still Alive with 0. We got Black Blood Gaming with their 6 kills. Animals with 9. And Gun coming in with 7 kills as well. So we're just waiting for the next round to come underway. Hopefully we'll be back soon with that. Alright, there we go. We are going into our second round now. As you can see,
Welcome
it is
to
a
PUBG
TPP,
Mobile.
also still on Erangel. So we have 57 players currently in the room. Let's have a look at the teams once again. So again in slot 3 we have Still Alive, Be My Loot in slot 4, inFamouZ in number 6, Gun in 8. We have Bravado Gaming in 9, Echo Squad in 10, inFamouZ, South Africa in 11. We have Hunter in 13. Well, 14 supposed to be. Fear the Toxic in 15.
We will
Animals
be taking
in
off
16.
soon.
Black Blood
Be
in
prepared.
18. The Real Deal in slot 19. 20 goes to Raze. BTR in 21. And VS Violent Souls in 23. So let's have a look at the flight path. As you can see, it's coming just on the west of shooting range and going down to military base. So inFamouZ EU making their way towards the Georgia Ball apartments. Got a few teams still on their way, jumping out of the plane. So we've got Gun also going for Georgia Ball, as well as Hunter jumping to the containers there. We've got a few teams in the military island here. VS once again jumping for the military island. So the Real Deal going for the containers. We have Still Alive and Black Blood now making their way towards Malta, as you can see. We got Be My Loot close to the shelter. We got the Echo Squad off in the middle of not really anywhere in particular. So you got the Zone also now coming in. Fear the Toxic making their way towards Rozak. Bravado Gaming close to school. We've got Animals and BTR engaged in a vehicle chase. You can see them being chased there, getting knocked by the vehicle. So Animals, the two of the players have been taken out. You got a Hazy H and Describe still left. GG to BTR for taking them out. Alright, now let's move up and see where else we have teams. So we have inFamouZ South Africa at the ferry pier. We have Raze going to Primorsk. Gun still in Georgia Pool, as well as inFamouZ EU and Hunter. Fear the Toxic close to Ruins. In the shelter here we have Be My Loot. Okay, jumping up now to Black Blood, who has got 2 more players from Bravado Gaming just up ahead. And still alive off in the distance there. Okay, so no action as of yet. We might have some pretty soon. All the teams still getting their loot on. Ooh, he's taking some damage. Let's see if BTR can finish up the rest of animals. He has Naya for themselves there. Now let's jump back to the shelter. You've got Be My Loot here as well as Still Alive. And off they go. So Be My Loot now making their way down to the compound just to the northwest. Nope, seems like they're heading up north. Oh, they're heading towards the mansion where we have Echo Squad busy looting it up. So as you can see, we've got Be My Loot now coming in. So we got Brad just here. Got Santos twice and Carla. Oh, Brad gets taken out there by Santos. Lynn low on health. Crow gets knocked. Now it is up to Khoka. Khoka gets knocked. Lynn. Oh, Echo Squad has been taken out by Be My Loot. GG, well played guys. We are now down to 14 teams. So we still have Gun up in Georgia Pool as well as inFamouZ and Hunter. So you can see Gun just off in the distance there. You got Marnus waiting in the vehicle. The rest of Ghana moving up. Pushing up to hospital. Got some shots being fired there by Deepu. So Gun is making their way out, heading towards zone. We got Rays in Primorsk. So got Anthrax and inFamouZ South Africa. Well, yeah, inFamouZ South Africa traveling on the water. "49 players still alive." You can see Hunter now moving out, heading in the same direction as Gun. Rays here needs to move out because the zone is on top of them. So you got Crayon, Sidon and Supreme. At least they have vehicles over here. There we go. They're probably going to be making their way towards zone anytime now. Ooh, let's look at the bridge. So we have the real deal, the winners of the first round, and we've got Black Blood up ahead on the other edge of the bridge. So on this end we have them all camping out. Tocino at the back there, Jade, Antho and Lyros. So they're just patiently waiting here for the real deal to move up. Sick now jumping down. Now let's watch and see if the real deal can make it past this bridge. We got Sick now pushing up with the boat. See there, Black Blood just holding onto the side there. Now they're all scoping in on Sick. Let's see, is he going to flank around? Ooh, we've got some shots. So we've got Striker getting knocked. Kevin low on health, Cold Fire dropping down. So Sick is also knocked. Now it is up to Cold Fire, which is underneath the bridge. Interesting how it can change. There we go. The real deal has been taken out. The winners of the previous round gets taken out by Black Blood. Nice bridge camp that we had here. So the rest of the players now all making their way up into zone. At the moment we've got 3 or 4 teams in zone. So the Black Blood, VS, Be My Loot, inFamouZ as well as Bravado Gaming. Now let's jump up to the top here. We've got inFamouZ and Bravado Gaming. We've got inFamouZ EU off in the distance there as well. Dragon now moving up. So we've got JP, Septic, Scooby and Dragon for Bravado Gaming. inFamouZ we have Shaitan, Paul G, Insidious and Anthrax. I see Scooby right on the edge there, pushing up to that building. Dragon rotating, Septic rotating. Oh, Scooby spotted. Shaitan gets knocked by JP. Got Septic now pushing up as well. Scooby healing up. Goes the Gren. Paul G firing away there at Scooby. Here comes the Grand. Let's see. Oh, just overshoots. JP repositions, gets knocked. Scooby firing away at Shaitan now. Up comes Septic. Dragon gets knocked. Now it is up to Scooby. There we go. JP has been finished. Septic's about to get cleared. Now it is up to Scooby. 1v4. See if Scooby gonna push up. Yes, here he comes. Gonna make a run for it and gets taken out. GG to inFamouZ. Well played. So Bravado Gaming gets wiped. Now let's jump up. Wow, we've got a lot of people over here. We've got Fear the Toxic. We've got Gun. We've got VS as well. So you can see for Gun, we've got 2 players knocked, 2 players still up. Fear the Toxic, we also have 1 knocked. Be My Loot taking out a hunter in the kill feed, as you can see. So Gun now down to 3 players, 2 players still up. C-Mind is still knocked. Got VS off in the distance there. Hano has been knocked. We've got Rays also now pushing in. Okay, C-Mine has been finished off. So Gun now down to 2 players. Be My Loot knocking out BTR there, as you can see. BTR returning with some knocking there as well. So it seems like Be My Loot is down to 1 player. No, at least 2. Well, Santos is still up. Out comes the smoke. Twice getting raised now. BTR, 3 players up. Viper still knocked. Got a hunter now firing away as well at Twice. No, who's that? See the shots flying this way. Comes the Grins. Be My Loot coming under fire from a hunter. BTR knocking out one of the hunter players there. Ooh, out comes the grants as well. That is the end of Be My Loot. GG to BTR, well played. Now we still have Hunter off in the distance. Got Patex here. We got Hunter in the building, firing away at BTR. Yeah, that M24 working away. VS now taking on Still Alive. So you got Gun, Fear the Toxic, VS, as well as Ray's off in the distance there. Ray's firing away at Still Alive. We got BTR now making their way towards zone. Hunter coming into zone. inFamouZ EU in on the outskirts of Malta there. I think this is going to be a very tough one. One of the Hunter players probably jumping out of the vehicle there, getting knocked. We've got Rays close to the drop. We've got Machiavelli in the water there. Clever hiding spot with a buggy underwater. Just inside the zone. Ray's now trying to find him. Okay, there we go, the zone has shifted. So we have inFamouZ and BTR here, battling it out. Shots are coming from Hunter as well. It's up to Katsu for inFamouZ. BTR, 2 players still up and running. 3 players up. They're busy raising their players. Katsu making it onto the roof. Oh, he's been spotted. And hiding behind the door. The end. inFamouZ EU taken out by BTR. Well played. So if we jump up to Rays again, we got Still Alive hiding in the water in the buggy. We got Fear the Toxic now here as well. So Rays has got 2 players left, 1 player knocked. See Hunter being taken out there in the kill feed by Black Blood. Here comes Gun. Just flying past the drop there, getting to that compound up ahead. That is the end of Sidon. Ray's now being bombarded with grenades there. Gun also getting engaged in this fight. So you got Blood now taking on BTR in the kill feed. We are down to 8 teams. We Machiavelli gets knocked. So the hiding spot only worked for that long. We got Mary low on damage, low on health. Ray's now pushing up. We've got lots of blood. Still alive, engaging at the back there. Got inFamouZ off in the distance. Fear the Toxic pushing up. Stopping right at inFamouZ. Oh, Prada getting knocked. Mary getting knocked. It is now up to Miss Ellie. As well as Lenore. Also coming under fire from inFamouZ there. Oh, that vehicle doesn't have a lot of health left. Just escaping. You got BTR up on the hill. inFamouZ taking out Prada. BTR still up on the hill. We got Black Blood in this building over here. We got VS up ahead. We got Ray's pushing up now as well. Still alive, holding up onto that little compound of theirs. We got Gun here as well. Gil gets knocked. Seven teams remaining. So we can just about see all of them on the screen. So we have Black Blood. We have BTR up on the hill. We've got Still Alive. We got VS. We got Supreme. We got Gun and inFamouZ South Africa. Ray's now pushing up towards zone. inFamouZ also pushing up. "21 players still alive. inFamouZ up on the hill by BTR. So BTR still holding onto the spot where they took out the inFamouZ EU team. inFamouZ South Africa now pushing up as well. Seems like BTR is still firing off in the distance at other teams, unaware of inFamouZ South Africa pushing up on them. We got Blood now taking out, knocking VS. Got Viper taking some damage. Patek's also taking damage. All G gets knocked and taken out by Sika. Shaitan coming under fire. Anthrax getting knocked. Ray's getting taken out by Blood. Blues are now pushing up. BTR holding on to zone. Supreme gets knocked. I think they've been taken out. inFamouZ down to Insidious. Shaitan about to bleed out. Still Alive been raised there. Blues are now catching up. Out goes Shaitan. Insidious trying to move up. Oh, that is the end of inFamouZ South Africa. GG to BTR. Yet another squad wipe. So we have Still Alive up ahead here. We got VS that has been taken out. So we have 7 players alive, 3 teams. So that is Still Alive, Blood and BTR. BTR still on a full squad. 2 players left for Blood and 1 player left for Still Alive. See the Grens flying. Tocino healing up. Antho slowly creeping up, getting behind some hard cover there. Still alive, holding their distance. You can see the shots flying there. Still alive, has been taken out. GG to Patex. Now it is 4 versus, so it's a squad versus duo. Antho and Tocino versus BTR. Still got the smoke there from Still Alive. Tocino just inside the zone. Zone again in favor of BTR. So BTR not 100% sure where these last two players are. You can see the mollies flying. Oh, has been spotted. Look at Sika pushing up now. Chino not firing away. Oh. Antho is the last one up. Nice. Patex is now Antho versus Patex. And there we go. That is the end. Wow, quite an impressive turn of events there. So, Black Blood taking the win. Stealing it there from BTR. That was quite an impressive one. So let's jump straight into the next lobby while we wait for the third and final game. So you can see the kills. 14 kills to Black Blood, 16 going to BTR, and 1 kill to Still Alive. inFamouZ coming in with 6 kills. Gun on 0. Be My Loot with 4. Hunter with 1. Fear the Toxic on 5. Right, so we're going to go straight into the next lobby while we wait for the game to start. Okay, so the next room is about to start in 8 minutes time. So we're just waiting for everyone to come in. I can see already a few teams have gathered. And then we should get the game underway at 35. And we've got one committed watcher here. I see this one person has been staying on the whole time through all the streams. Thank you so much for that.
Welcome to PUBG Mobile.
Right, and there we have it, the third and final game for today. We are playing on Miramar. Right, so let's have a look at the team. So we have Still Alive in slot 3, Be My Loot in number 4. In 5th we have Vanguard, 6 inFamouZ EU, 6 feet under in 7, Gun in 8. 9 we have Bravado Gaming, inFamouZ South Africa in 11, Hunter in 14, Fear the Toxic in 15, Animals in 16, Black Blood 18, The Real Deal in 19, Rays in 20, BTR in 21, and Violent Souls in 23. So the flight path is taking us from just to the east of Los Higos and all the way up to Campo Militar. So let's have a look and see where all the teams will be dropping. So you can see we already have a few teams jumping out over there. BTR, Be My Loot. Got The Real Deal. Lots of teams jumping out over Los Leones. Got Gun jumping out, Rays jumping out. Be My Loot also now out of the plane. Black Blood out of the plane. Animals making their way out as well. $16 teams in total. 6 feet under. Out of the plane. Violent Souls as well. And I think that should just about be everyone. Yes, there we go. So Los Leones, let's check and see. So we have BTR over here. We got a Hunter off in the distance and inFamouZ EU as well. So posters, if you have not spotted this thing already, be sure to come here and inspect it. You'll get some in-game loot for that once you return to the lobby. So this is where it is. So you got Viper now running across, heading towards the fountain. We might have something up ahead here between Hunter and inFamouZ. So Hunter seems to only have the 2 players on. So inFamouZ we have Nano, T-Lips, Atomics and Katsu. Katsu already taking some full damage there in the early start of the game. Got the Animals now coming under fire. Let's jump into Al Azahar and see what's happening over here. So you got Lyros already knocked. Bravado Gaming off in the distance. We have the animals just behind them. Madere moving up now. Getting knocked. Some return fire from Loot Queen there. Tocino taking out Madere. Hazy H pushing up. Antho right there as well. Jade getting knocked. Lyros gets knocked, is up to Antho. And that is the end of Black Blood. GG to Animals. So we have Bravado Gaming off in the distance here as well. Not sure who they're engaging with. Doesn't seem to be anyone there. Okay, now let's go to San Martin where we have Rays. We've got Gun. Yes, Rays and Gun. I don't see any other teams here. So inFamouZ there taking on Hunter. So Ank gets taken out by the Molly. Jump up to the Real Deal, see what they're up to. You got Kevin low on health. You got Vanguard here as well. 2 players up in the building there. Another one over here. So you got Chris Gaming. Gaming. Chris Gaming. You got Sick knocking Zim. Finishing him off. Kevin getting knocked. Flame also knocked. Now it is up to Chris. The last one left for the Vanguard. Kevin has been raised in the meantime. So you got inFamouZ coming under fire there from BTR. Chris now making a run for it. So we're here now with inFamouZ, BTR, and we've got Prada off in the distance there. So Nano getting raised. BTR also now raised up. Coming under fire, knocking out Patex. Patex just got raised. Full health. There we go. T-Lips firing away. So good race, knocking one of the gun players there. Jinx is taken out. Katsu gets knocked. Atomic's very close to getting knocked. inFamouZ now repositioning. Prados got inFamouZ busy trying to flank. See Nano taking some damage there again. So you got 2 inFamouZ on the one side, another 2 on the other, and BTR in the center. So BTR at the moment on 0 kills. Oh, there we go. Sika gets knocked by T-Lips. inFamouZ on 2 kills so far. Hazy H taking out Dragon. Zone also moving in. Got inFamouZ 2 players in the blues. Animals taking out Bravado Gaming, knocking Scooby. So let's jump up and see where we've got some more teams going. You've got the Real Deal and Vanguard. Yeah, there we go. So that, oh yeah, here's Vanguard up top. That is the end of it. Vanguard taken out. GG to the Real Deal. So we've got Animals up ahead. In Al Azahar, we've got 6 feet under now, pushing up towards the zone. VS also making their way towards zone. We've got inFamouZ close to the water treatment. We've got Gun and Rays in San Martin. Rays on a full squad out. So we have Be My Loot making their way towards the drop. Gun moving out. Still alive, just there in the graveyard. I think that's a bit funny. Okay, so inFamouZ now making their way in. BTR also heading towards the zone. We've got Fear the Toxic down there close to Impala. Another drop just landed. inFamouZ South Africa moving up as well. VS Violent Souls up at Tierra Bronca. Sorry if I mispronounced that, it's a bit of a weird name. But let's jump up here. So VS knocking themselves with a gren. Not sure why though. Hill seems to be upset about something. Anu busy getting the race there. Little bit strange, but any case. That was really close. Still alive, just taking it easy. Rays now making their way into zone. All the teams at the moment inside. We got Fear the Toxic now moving up. But BTR just about to get into zone completely. Okay, so let's jump up to VS again. You can see animals close to them. So Hazy H and Queen, Loot Queen not doing much at the moment, not engaging. Seems like they're keeping their distance there to try and survive as long as possible. You got some teams at the drop here. See the shots flying. So it's the real deal. Engaging Fear the Toxic off in the distance. Your daddy taking quite a bit of damage there. Got the plane coming in once again. We also have Be My Loot pushing up from the rear. We got BTR now also coming in. Miss Ellie being relentless there with Daddy. Oh, lovely. The real deal getting caught up in quite a predicament over here. Kevin getting knocked. You can see Fear the Toxic pushing up towards the drop. Be My Loot close to the drop as well. So we've got 4 teams here. BTR, The Real Deal, Fear the Toxic, and Be My Loot. She got another knock there. Not sure who got knocked now, can't see. Oh, gunfight. BTR versus The Real Deal. So got Prada there knocking a Be My Loot player. Sika getting knocked. Patex getting knocked. It's up to Viper. That is the end of BTR. GG to The Real Deal. Well played. I got Fear the Toxic up ahead, busy fighting it out with Be My Loot. Katsu knocking Spear from Still Alive. Santos putting in some damage there. Fear the Toxic, 3 players up, 1 player knocked. Well, all 4 of them now up again. Still Alive, battling it out with inFamouZ. There we go, inFamouZ victorious in this little battle they had over here. So Still Alive. Seems like they've been taken out. Yep, there we go. Still Alive has been taken out. So we have 10 teams remaining. That is Be My Loot, inFamouZ, EU, 6 Feet Under, Gun, inFamouZ South Africa, Fear the Toxic, Animals, The Real Deal, Raze, and VS. You can see a whole bunch of them gathering over here. So we have VS and inFamouZ South Africa. Taken out. Insidious and Paul G now pushing up. 2 players from VS getting knocked. Mr. Raji still up. Still gets taken out. Raji is down. Hanu is down. It's up to Dragon. Is Dragon gonna survive this? We got Animals finishing up Hanu there. Insidious taking out Mr. Raji. Now we just have Dragon left. 6 Feet Under on the opposite side. Dragon doesn't really have any way to go because Animals are there. inFamouZ is there. 6 Feet Under. And that is the end. Animals claiming VS. GG. Well played. Now we got inFamouZ up here. We got Raze off in the distance. 6 Feet Under just across. And Animals down on the lower end. You got Paul G low on health. So 9 teams remaining, 4 of them which are just in front of me here. You can see 6 Feet Under firing away. Not hitting Paul G. Paul G is 1 hit away from getting knocked. Santos knocking Tia. Loot Queen taking on 6 Feet Under. Batman gets knocked. We got Fear the Toxic also off in the distance there. We got inFamouZ EU pushing up now. We got Raze just in front of them. Some damage there. Oh, nice gunfight. Katsu's knocked. T-Lab's knocked. It's up to Atomics. Knocking Sidon. Supreme taking some damage there. Oh, that is the end of inFamouZ. GG to Raze, well played. So we have 6 teams left. Be My Loot, Fear the Toxic, The Real Deal, 6 Feet Under, inFamouZ, and Raze. See Be My Loot and Fear the Toxic now battling it out in front of us here. Prada getting some damage there. It looks like The Real Deal is engaging with them as well. Prada getting knocked. Be My Loot now pushing up on them. Blue Zone pushing in as well. Fear the Toxic. Oh. Miss Ellie is the only one still standing. Be My Loot getting taken out by the zone here. The Real Deal taking on Raze as well. Goku gets taken out by the zone. Ah, there we go. Fear the Toxic has been taken out. GG to the Real Deal. We still have Carla moving up. The Real Deal knocking a lot of the Rays players as well. inFamouZ still off in the distance. 5 teams remaining. So we have the Real Deal, inFamouZ, Rays, 6 feet under, and Be My Loot. You can see Kevin here running up to Carla. The last remaining player for Be My Loot. And that is the end. 12 players left. So you got Insidious here close to 6 feet under. Seems like 6 feet under only have 3 players left. I might be wrong. Nope, that's 3. Zone is moving in, taking some damage. Sidon also low on health. Supreme still full, pretty much. The Real Deal 2 players knocked. Supreme knocking PG. Oh, the Real Deal to 1 player. Mamula can survive. So the Real Deal up to 2 players. Knocking our daddy. Mamula's the last one left. Sidon now also pushing up for zone. Coming under fire from Insidious there. The rest of the infamous SA. Oh, that is the end of Rays. GG to Paul G, who just loves his Mini 14. As you can see, he really knows how to work it. Well played. So you got Mamula pushing up now. 3 teams remaining, 7 players left. 3 from inFamouZ, 3 from 6 feet under, and 1 scratch that. No more left from the Real Deal. Now it is between inFamouZ and 6 feet under. Six feet under currently in zone. Out comes the Grens, Mollies. Some smokes too. Sidious, oh, just making it into that smoke. Nice. Off goes Chris. Maniac coming under fire there. Moving in for the res. We still have Justice on the side here. Insidious now pushing up. Anthrax pushing up. Paul G pushing up. Knocking Chris once again. Maniac gets knocked. Now it's up to Justice. Maniac gets taken out. And that is the end. inFamouZ taking the win. GG, well played to inFamouZ. They coming in with 10 kills in total.